Uncle Mort's Celtic Fringe by Peter Tinniswood. Westward, ever westward, to the larvared lands of lonely Greenshank and cockled, cock-eyed poets. Westward to the hills of ancient magic and the weaving whispers of time-spent spells. Westward to the carrion of old carousels and the ashes of slumbering tempests.
Carter?
What?
I wonder what stapling machines are like in the Trucial States.
I don't know.
Neither do I. I expect they're just as bad as they are in Doncaster.
Everything's just as bad as it is in Doncaster.
Swoop and sweep of Merlin above old henged hills. Winbury flattened by cowling winds. Gnash-sharp boulders grazing on brittle slopes. The old farmer trudging his toil in a gap in the clouds. The blood-red beetle nodded its thanks to the dips in the road.
Carter?
What?
Do you like cheerful Charlie Chester?
Yes. Do you?
Well, I don't mind Charlie Chester. It's the cheerful bit that sticks in my gullet.
They crested the bare-racked hills and dropped down into a gentle valley. The woodlands hanging with oaks, the river dippered and wagtailed, buzzard mew and sparrowhawk dash, the whinny of cob, the bay of rose.
Carter?
What now?
I've the distinct feeling that my shirt-tail's trying to tell me something.
What?
I don't know. Life's a bugger, isn't it?
And with that he fell asleep. The blood-red beetle pottered happily. Carter Brandon sang softly to the roll and drift of the road. A man in a pony and trap waved them on with his whip. Flat, dry squelch of hedgehog, splat of cowpat, break squeal for mallard duck and beady brood. The phone call from Pat.
Carter?
What?
Are you having a good time, Carter?
Smashing.
You've not caught in Pitago, have you?
Not to my knowledge.
Have you remembered to change your underpants regular?
I'm not quite sure. I'll have a look next time I take my pyjamas off.
And then the valley threw itself at the sea, and the cluttered town shrieked at the gulls, and the headland fretted at the mist. Uncle Mort woke up and said,
By the Fringe, Carter, I'm starving me. I'm right clemmed.
So am I.
They found a pub and ordered a bite to eat.
Not a bad menu, is it?
Not bad at all, Carter. I've only found 2 spelling mistakes in it so far.
The pub overlooked the harbour. The great black mole held it firmly in the crook of its arm. A crane clawed back the sky. The ferryboat wisped its smokestack, and westward, ever westward, the ghosts of great ocean liners brooded in the locked deep. The memories of an old man in combat with sausage roll and spaghetti hoops. Saxonia and Balmoral Castle.
Mauritania and Empress of India.
Olympic and Aragon.
Clipper Stem and Cruiser Stern.
White Star and Elder Dempster.
Cunard and Union Castle.
Uncle Mort finished off the remains of his macaroni cheese and started on his liver stew.
They built this place as a terminal, Carter.
What for?
Ocean liners.
There aren't any out there now.
There never was.
Why?
Because they never came.
Why?
Oh, bloody hell, lad. Don't go maritime on me, not while I've got a mouthful of suet pudding and baked beans. Wait till I get started on my spam hot pot.
The dreams of an old man wiping mushy peas off the front of his waistcoat.
Do you know, Carter, in my youth, when I was a young man and the slimy track of my weary plod through life was still fresh and sparkling, I'd have loved to have sailed away from here on an ocean liner.
Where to?
Murmansk.
Why Murmansk?
Does it matter, lad? Does it really, really matter? When all's said and done, does anything really matter?
No.
Right then, you can have my last fish finger.
They finished their meal with chocolate sponge and custard, and, replete and refurbished, set off in search of lodgings. All in vain. They were informed that the town was hosting an international convention of chiropodists, and every establishment was fully booked.
It could be worse, Carter.
Why?
Why, it could have been an international convention of ice hockey commentators.
At length they were directed to an address on the outskirts of town. It was a stone-built house in the distinctive style of gloomy indifference. In the damp straggle of the front garden was a building made of rusting corrugated iron. It was lopsided and hollow-cheeked, and its tarpaulined roof was held in place by slabs of resentful concrete. A notice board proclaimed, "The Church in Wales of the 5th Day Eternal Redemption. Preacher, Rev. Lofoten-Jones, fully qualified. Religious services a speciality. Highly competitive rates for bed and breakfast." Without speaking, they turned on their heels and commenced to walk to the hinge-crazed front gate. They'd not gone far when they heard a frenzied rustling in the undergrowth.
If that's an escaped chiropodist, Carter, watch out for your arch supports.
At this, a figure appeared from the tangle of blighted laurel and muddled mahonia. It had a threadbare maroon wig and a coarse ginger beard encrusted in chocolate biscuit crumbs. It wore brown plimsolls with shiny black toe-caps, pinstriped trousers, a bottle-green fisherman's smock, and a dog collar held in place by 3 large brass nappy pins.
"The Reverend Lofoten-Jones at your service, gentlemen. Are you in search of God, or rampant women with enormous bosoms?"
Do they both include bed and breakfast?
"Oh, yes."
Right then, we'll settle for God. Does he know how to fry eggs proper and not break the yolks?
"Oh, indeed he does. He knows everything, the Almighty. Makes me sick."
He led them back to the house. He paused in front of the door, rattled the handle vigorously, and then scratched his wig thoughtfully.
"Anyone, perchance, good at picking locks?"
No, lad, only noses.
In that case, I'd better use this."
He took out a key from the pocket of his smock and opened the front door.
Well, why didn't you use it in the first place?
"Because I don't want to wear it out."
Ah, that is precisely why I confine my conjugal activities to Friday nights without an hour in the month.